Hello world, it's Andy at DailyBookNerds. You may have noticed that I recently changed the title of this channel. This is because Jess, who used to be on the channel with me, has joined the United States Navy and is now not really around anymore and not really able to make videos. So, I guess it's down to me. I did keep the title of the channel plural, it's DailyBookNerds, just in case I decide to have guests or if Jessica wants to come back and film videos with me eventually, but I guess for now it's just me. On that note, now we're going to talk about Bout of Books 11. If you look back through my video history, or if you've been around for a while, you will know I have not participated in any read-a-thons here on YouTube, or actually any read-a-thons ever. Look in the description for links back to the Bout of Books webpage, and also for a description of Bout of Books, what it's about, that kind of thing, who it's by. I can't remember off the top of my head. I should know this, but I don't. I apologize. Anyway, first things first, goals for the read-a-thon. My overarching goal for my first read-a-thon is just to read, and just to participate and keep up with what's going on. Okay, I don't really have a lot of online friends in BookTube at the moment, so this is partially me putting myself out there and trying to meet people, and also trying to participate more in BookTube, because I love books and I love BookTube, and I want to be part of it. I want to be part of this community. I like this community. On to my TBR. I should let you know beforehand, I have a TBR, a set list of things that I'm going to try to go through, but I also have a set list of alternates, which is the same amount of books as the TBR, but that's just because I personally have troubles keeping with TBRs. Because me deciding which book I want to read next is based on feelings and emotions that I can't really anticipate. So like, I'm trying because it is a read-a-thon and I want to have a set list of books to do it, and I want to show you the books that I want to read, but just know that this is subject to change, and I do have a list of alternates that is just as long as my list of books that I'm going to read. The list of alternates also comes in with the if I finish all of the books on my TBR pile and need more because we're not done with the read-a-thon, which might happen. So, the first book in my TBR is The Art of Fiction by John Gardner. This is a non-fiction book about, you guessed it, fiction and writing and all of that stuff. I'm actually almost done with this one, but I didn't think I'd be done with it by Monday. I think I have about 30 or 40 pages left in this book, so I'm planning to finish it during the read-a-thon, if I don't finish it tonight, which I don't think I will. I have quite a bit going on today. Second on my list, I have The Air Affair by Jasper Fforde, or Ford. I don't really know how to pronounce it. There are two F's in his name, as you can see. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've tried to start this one before, and it didn't work out. I couldn't understand the world building and the world that's going on, because if you've ever heard of this book, you know that it's surreal. Yeah, so I'm gonna try it again. I want to get through this. I've heard it's really good. So I want to try to get past my confusion at the beginning of the book and see if I can make it to the end. Third, I have The Secret of the Golden Pavilion by Carolyn Keene. This is a Nancy Drew book that I got from a friend of mine who, it looks like she got it from a discard library sale. Basically, I love Nancy Drew books. I have quite a collection on my shelves. This particular shelf right here, actually. Okay, next, I have A Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. This is a fantasy novel, and I've heard a lot of good things about Ursula K. Le Guin. I read The Dispossessed by her last year. That's not fantasy, that's science fiction. I read it for a class. But since I read that, and I actually quite liked it, I still have it, I kept it after the class, I decided to pick up A Wizard of Earthsea when I was down at Goodwill a few months ago, and I haven't read it yet. And it's quite short, so I figured during a read-a-thon I should go for short. The last book on my set list of TBR is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. This book is about a girl named Amy Gunn, who is also from Kansas, who gets pulled into the world of The Wizard of Oz, who gets pulled into Oz, and finds out that Dorothy came back to Oz after the events of The Wizard of Oz, and turned really evil and corrupt and is a really bad person and things are terrible there, and so she's joined the Revolutionary Order of the Wicked, and now her mission is to find Dorothy, take her down, and kill her. basically, I think. That's very interesting to me. I want to read it. I'm not sure if I'm on board with the whole Dorothea's evil thing, but I still want to know, you know what I mean? Okay, now onto my alternates pile. So, my first two alternates are The Secret of the Wooden Lady and The Great Airport Mystery. One's by Carolyn Keene and one's by Franklin W. Dixon. This is a Nancy Drew book, and The Great Airport Mystery is a Hardy Boys book. Next on my alternate list is Operation Typhoon Shore by Joshua Mole. There's no S on that. Joshua Mole. This is a sequel to a book called Operation Red Jericho, and it's set in like 1920. It's about these two kids basically have adventures and go exploring places on like ships in India and stuff like that, and it's really cool. I feel it's kind of got the vibe of like Indiana Jones for like younger teenagers, so that's fun. Next, I have Sherlock Holmes and the Hound of the Baskervilles, because it's the next book on my Sherlock Holmes reading list. My final book on my alternates list is The Justice Project, which should have a dust jacket somewhere, but I took it off when I put it on my to-read shelf, and I haven't put it back on. Anyway, this is a collection of essays, as far as I can tell, about justice. You know, with various different authors pulled from various places and put together in one book. Yeah, and I figured I'd pick it up if I wanted something non-fiction during the read-a-thon. After I finished The Art of Fiction, obviously, because that one I'm definitely gonna finish first. Oh, just a side note or a disclaimer or whatever, I did not show these to you in the order that I'm going to read them, because I haven't decided the order that I'm going to read them. Yeah, so that is my TBR for the Bout of Books 11, which is starting tomorrow, or Monday, August 18th, in case I don't actually get this posted until tomorrow. And then, I don't know if I'm planning on making a video of progress every day, but I am planning on blogging about it on my Tumblr, which is DailyBookNerds.tumblr.com, and I'll put a link to that in the description. I'm also planning on keeping up on my Goodreads, with how far I am in the books I am, that kind of thing. I kind of want to do Twitter stuff. I'm not very good at Twitter, so I'll put a link to my Twitter down in the description if you want, and you can go see that. Alright, if you've read any of these books before, let me know down in the comments and what you thought of them. Have a good day, I'll see you soon.